tiger in India has been shot dead after killing 13 people.
These majestic wildcats have long been a source of fascination.
Now, it's worth pointing out, tigers don't normally hunt people, and they think they're dealing with a man-eater.
A ferocious man-eating tiger
Killed at least 53 people in this region last year. The growing Bengal tiger population is coming at a cost.
They found some blood. The villagers came back. They said something bad had happened.
For now, people have built temples where tigers have killed their loved ones. They believe this might prevent future attacks.
A lady got attacked by a tiger near where we were.
Body was half eaten yesterday about 5 in the evening. Around the time we were there.
Tigers don't normally attack humans, yet it's happening more and more often.
We're on our way to the hospital right now to see what we can learn about the tiger attack yesterday.
We couldn't believe it, but a tribal woman was killed less than 2 minutes away from where me and my dad were.
Apparently the body just arrived here in the morning.
And it's not just humans that are dying. In the first 5 months of 2023, a record-breaking average of 18 dead tigers a month.
Kindly get the permission from the local police, okay? Because they will create some issue.
In this video, I try and answer the questions. Why are more people dying and why are more tigers dying? And while the story takes place in India, it's a cautionary tale no matter where in the world you live.
We're hoping to talk to somebody in the hospital just to understand a bit more about what happened, but the police are kind of cracking down on it now.
We decided to go to the scene of the crime and talk to the victim's tribe. And while we head over there, here's some super quick background information on tigers. Worldwide, it is estimated there used to be 100,000 tigers in the wild. But then massive hunting, poaching, and habitat loss happened during the 20th century. And by the 1970s, it is estimated there were less than 2,000 tigers left in the wild. That is a horrifying 98% reduction. In 1972, just before we lost every single tiger, India introduced the Wildlife Protection Act, and the tiger was placed under Schedule 1, meaning the highest degree of protection. Soon after, India declared the tiger its national animal, and towards the end of 1973, introduced Project Tiger. The name is quite literal. Project Tiger's goal is to conserve and grow tiger populations, and the project is still ongoing to this day. So is Project Tiger going well? One thing Project Tiger had working in its favor, tiger pregnancies last only about 3 months, each time birthing 2 to 4 cubs. So tigers can potentially have quite a number of cubs in the same time it takes a human to have one baby. So while the human population in India has exploded, becoming #1 in the world, India's tiger population has also been exploding. India does a tiger census once every 4 years. Check out the steady population growth, starting with 1,400 in 2006 and growing all the way to minimum 3,200 tigers in 2022. Today, the total worldwide population of wild tigers is around 4,500, meaning 70% of the world's tigers live in India. Project Tiger is considered one of the most successful wildlife initiatives ever, which is the miraculous news any government would love to talk about. But there are flaws in Project Tiger, deadly flaws. But hold on, before we get to that, let's head to the scene of the crime and let's talk to some of those tribal folks. We spoke to 3 locals who explained the victim was fishing and then collecting firewood, not knowing a stealthy man-eating tiger was in the area.
அப்போதான் வந்து டைகர் நல்ல பெரிய டைகர் வந்து அடிச்சு அவங்க வந்துட்டு என்னன்னா நல்ல பாடி ஹீட்லயே அது நல்ல மாமிசம் கை ஒரு கால்.
Her tribe was heartbroken and outraged and protested against the forest department. They set up camera traps all over the area and ended up seeing quite a number of tigers, but there was no way to identify if any of those were the man-eater.
Tiger attack tiger food bug marks are also around there.
Okay.
And then he said that the way the body has been eaten, it is obviously done by a tiger.
இப்போ வந்து டைகர் சென்சர் பண்ண பின்னாடி டைகர் ப்ராடக்ட் அதிகமாகிடுச்சு.
Given the tribal folks live so close to the jungles and the danger, we asked if they would consider moving.
They want to be here.
No,
they're adamant they will not leave this place.
இவரு ட்ரைபல்ஸ் தான்.
His father, grandfather, great-grandfather, great-great-grandfather, they have been all from here only. So they don't want to leave the place.
Whether you believe the land belongs to the tigers or whether you believe the land should belong to the tribal people, one thing everyone can agree on, just on the edge of the jungle and the forest, if there is a man-eating tiger out there, these people are as good as dead. It is estimated more than 500 people have been killed by tigers in the last decade. And equally disturbing, while tiger populations are going up, the number of tigers dying is also going up. 2023 is looking like it's going to be a record-breaking year with 73 tiger deaths in just 5 months. If we look at the average monthly tiger deaths, we see an alarming trend. It should be noted, tigers have a naturally high mortality rate at about 20%, meaning at any given time, that number of tigers are dying due to old age or fighting with other animals. But the death trend is growing faster and faster, even compared to tiger population growth. So what exactly is killing these tigers that we work so hard to save? You first need to understand what makes tigers so amazing. Tigers are the biggest of the big cats, even bigger than lions. Every single gorgeous coat of stripes is unique, like a human fingerprint. Yet despite their big size and bright colors, tigers have evolved to become extremely stealthy and really hard to see. One reason is because tigers are very elusive and private solo creatures. They're always alone. During the daytime, they usually hide in like shaded areas and caves, usually near a good source of water. Another reason it's super hard to see them is because they have super sensitive hearing, like 5 times more powerful than humans. Another thing that makes tigers hard to see is they're nocturnal. They're largely active at night. And in case you're wondering, yes, tigers can see almost perfectly in the dark. It's really important to understand that tigers are mega athletes. Let's compare a tiger to, say, the NBA's all-time leading scorer, LeBron James. A tiger is longer, twice as heavy, can jump almost triple the height, and can reach almost double the speed of LeBron. And it's not just these physical advantages tigers have. They are stealthy, they are smart, they are patient. Tigers observe their target from a distance, noting behavior, vulnerabilities. Like vampires, tigers aim for your neck. That bite immediately snaps your vertebrae for an instant death. Teeth, which are super sharp and can be up to 4 inches long. Their claws are equally as sharp. Those sledgehammers they call paws behead a human with one swipe. They can fight standing upright, making them more than 10 feet tall. You want to hide in a tree from a tiger? It can climb. You want to jump in the water? Tigers can swim. All this makes tigers true apex predators. Like, imagine that thing hunting you in a jungle. That's 52 meticulously stalked and planned kills a year. The final important thing you need to know about tigers is that they are extremely territorial. Tigers don't let any other male cats, I'm talking tigers, leopards, jaguars, panthers, lions, probably even house cats, anywhere near their territory. There's no definitive number for how much space each male tiger needs for themselves, but estimates range between 35 and 200 square kilometers. Let's look at the best case scenario, where a tiger needs the least space possible. 35 square kilometers. For perspective, Manhattan Island, like in New York, where 1.6 million people live, that's only 60 square kilometers. So that's barely enough space in all of Manhattan for 2 male tigers. If a tiger smells another male tiger's urine in their territory, they go full John Wick and hunt it down to try and kill it immediately. And given they're the ultimate apex predators, you can imagine how brutal that battle is. Which is why tigers rarely hang on to their territory for more than a few years. You get injured through too many fights, or you get old and have a hard time fighting off the younger tigers. And while tigers fight any male to the death, they do welcome multiple female mates into their territory. So now we know more about tigers and their habits. It'll be helpful to just summarize like the 5 main things tigers need for an ideal habitat. That's water, 52 kills worth of food, ideal terrain to hide and rest, females so they can reproduce, and no other males for at least 35 square kilometers. In 1973, there were only 9 protected tiger areas in all of India. In 2023, there are 53. That's a huge jump. What that means in terms of space for tigers is there are now 40,000 square kilometers of core areas and 32,000 square kilometers of buffer areas, for a grand total of around 72,000 square kilometers. That's comparable to the size of the Republic of Ireland at around 84,000 square kilometers, which sounds like a lot of land, but is it? Let's divide that by the minimum space each tiger needs, which is 35 square kilometers. you have enough space for 2,057 tigers. Do you remember how the last census said we had more than 3,000 tigers in India? More than 30% of India's tigers are homeless. Of the record-breaking 73 tiger deaths that happened this year, more than half are outside the tiger reserves, often in the buffer areas. And guess where most of the human kills by tigers happen? Let's bring this case home by bringing in an expert. He's gonna summarize exactly what's going on here and what most likely happened to the poor tribal woman that got killed.
Now with the increase in tiger numbers, there are more tigers in a lesser area. They are all stressed out. There is a fight for space, there is a fight for prey base, deer and all of that. So the stronger tigers push out the weaker ones, and the weaker ones slowly go out towards the edge of the forest and then into human habitation. So that's where the conflict begins. And once you have a tiger in the human habitation, he sees people, it becomes a way of life. And over a period of time, that natural fear barrier which nature has made between man and tiger is lost.
You have older, weaker, often injured tigers getting pushed out of their natural habitat. They're desperate for food and there's nothing they usually eat there. So what are they gonna eat?
Humans are the only species which offer no resistance to a tiger. For example, if a tiger pounces on a wild boar, the wild boar will fight back for 5 to 10 minutes, he'll not be able to bring him down. But for humans, our nervous system is crushed in a fraction of a second. Our entire head goes into the jaws, human head goes into the jaws of the tiger. They don't even know what happened. It's so quick. And like a bulb going off, humans get killed.
I didn't wear a tiger shirt today, but here's another bonus for you.